Kicking off what is going to be our final weekend of Chairshot Reality on WrestleZone.com. It's been a great run, 380 episodes since 2009. But have no fear, we are going to continue on in a new destination next week. Out of respect for WrestleZone, we'll announce that not until Monday. But let's get the business done that we're going to get done. Let's have some fun here on the farewell weekend with WZ.
There's a lot of fun here.
Juice Springsteen, Justin LaBar. Let's get into some headlines in the wrestling world, starting with Ric Flair, who ESPN's doing a 30 for 30 special on Ric Flair, and the Nature Boy alleged that he has slept with 10,000 women in his career.
You know, he was in this near-death experience, you know, and if he would have died, he would have been the greatest of all time. Did he really need to give this great baseball card stat that none of us will ever touch in our lifetime?
I love that legendary porn star Ron Jeremy comes out and says it's just not possible.
He's the official,
look,
you know.
I mean, like, wrestlers are known to exaggerate, so we have to take that into consideration.
Yeah, but I mean, again, alluding to your show, you know, Drew from Ticket King, he said that like rock stars back in the 70s and 80s.
I don't know.
Who's to say it didn't happen?
Ric Flair says he slept with 10,000 women in his career.
Yeah, but
the late Hugh Hefner says, "Hold my beer, Rick."
Oh my God! Well, he lasted longer than Hugh, though.
All right, 10,000 women boiled down here into one. I don't even understand the story. This is your boy. You're the one who hung out in Denny's with Marty Jannetty in Orlando, and Marty Jannetty
and Hardcore Hack.
And Marty Jannetty is claiming on his social. What is he claiming on social media?
There's
a girl that he doesn't know if it's his daughter.
Yeah, and
he
he's
likes her.
Really attracted.
This is weird.
This is
a little bit weird.
I really just hope that he.
What was he eating at Denny's?
I don't know. I don't know what I ate at Denny's, to be honest with you. I think I threw up before I even got to eat at Denny's. That's how much I remember.
Back to Jannetty.
Marty. I don't know. This is a weird story, and it's brought up in our group chat all the time. This is like a fascinating thing.
No, you guys bring it up. I don't respond.
Well, now we're responding. Now, what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Marty needs to be thrown through another window.
Marty, yeah, he does. Oh my God! Remember that one picture of him in the fountain? A couple of WrestleMania. He used to just do everything other than this.
So Marty Jannetty, of course, part of the famous team, the Rockers. WWE.com had a little bit of a faux pas this past week. They had a picture of Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the legendary Rock and Roll Express, and referred to them as the Rockers. Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson, the Rock and Roll Express, it's been confirmed, are going to have a match against Gallows and Anderson at Starrcade in November, and you're going to go.
The tickets are going on sale, you know,
and
Friday.
Juice Senior will be the only people there.
It's crazy. We were supposed to be there for a wedding and the same day.
Are you still going to the wedding?
We're going to be, it's, you know, and then we'll leave the wedding 2 hours or so at the reception. We're going straight to the Coliseum for Thanksgiving weekend for Starrcade.
How do you think somebody got this approved to Vince?
The name? Of
no.
Or what? Of what?
Rock and Roll Express in a match.
Oh, I don't know. How old are they? Probably 60s? Gotta be. I don't know. You think there's any chance Gallows and Anderson do their Chad Too Bad gimmick from
oh, that'd be great, from
Southpaw? I think that's apropos. I think a lot of stuff for the Starrcade event is going to be not your normal thing, and I'm looking forward to being there live.
Well, and of course, I know you look forward to talking about this one.
Maybe I'm not.
Maybe
am I allowed to wear this shirt on the air? Am I allowed to do this on the air? What am I allowed to do? Am I allowed to say the Young Bucks even? Like what?
What was this is like the Turkish wolf?
Yeah, well, what about the?
All right, so the Young Bucks. So the Bullet Club did a nice little fun invasion.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
Not quite the same way that DX and NWO did back in the day, but still fun.
They're doing their best to imitate, art imitating life.
But the Young Bucks have got our friend Ryan Satin.
Yeah.
At Pro Wrestling Sheet broke the story and said the Young Bucks have received a cease and desist letter from WWE saying they cannot do the Too Sweet anymore.
The craziest thing is
I'm fully expecting a move called the Too Sweet by the end of the weekend, guys.
They talked about this. You know, they had a cease and desist thing with F the Revival and on being the Elite, and now they actually get one. And they've changed all their shirts to have this on there to just like a finger or like some other gesture. And I just think it's stupid. Like, this shirt won't be able to be sold anymore. All their merch is not, like, all this money that they could be getting just for a hand sign. Like, does WWE care that much?
I mean, you assume if WWE sent the letter, obviously.
I like that they're acknowledging basically they're making a lot of mones on this.
That's the thing.
If we're mad about it.
If you're the Young Bucks, obviously you're frustrated on one hand, but it's definitely the big time letting you know they see you. Does WWE actually have a hand gesture patent?
They have a click hand gesture. They had a click rules documentary and a DVD and Blu-ray. I don't know if you can really, like, because everybody does. Anybody can do this.
Steve Austin did the middle finger all this year. You don't patent a middle finger.
Maybe they did. They can patent anything. It's just a very
Mick Foley
weird.
patent the thumbs up.
It's a weird situation, and I think
John Cena.
I think they're only patenting it for merch sales. I think going forward, Young Bucks, Bullet Club, they're going to even make more of this now. And they're going to continue to do this even more than ever. But they just can't continue to sell merch. Because it's just making a lot more money than WWE wants them to.
You're the Young Bucks aficionado here.
Of course,
in your opinion, does this? It might be in the long run, but in the long run, is this helping or moving the Young Bucks further apart from ever being in WWE?
I've thought about this a long time. I don't know. I don't. Right now, obviously, they're not trying to get into WWE.
Well, they're making good money.
Yeah, but of course. And at the same time, I don't think there's so many things that have happened with other wrestlers, and they've ended up being in WWE and all these things. Sting never was there, and then because of necessity. If the Young Bucks in WWE want to get on a certain term, and Triple H is at the helm of the company, and everything's right, they'll look back at this and say, "Who cares?"
Fascinating stuff going on in the wrestling world as well as the podcasting world. As we said, we are saying our farewells to WrestleZone.com all weekend long. Very happy. 380 episodes. You guys have been a great fan base. It's grown and grown and grown. We've met fans from all over the world, and we're going to continue doing that because the show is going to go on. We're going to be starting at a brand new destination starting next week. Same kind of format. You'll have videos all through the weekend. We will announce where that will be. I can tell you this much. It will not be on the Chairshot Reality YouTube channel. We will put up information about where you can find it new, but it will not be on this channel. But it will be somewhere, and I think it's going to be very good for all involved. Josh Eisenberg is going to join me for the next 2 as we talk about Jeff Hardy being injured, what's next for Matt Hardy, plus what's next for the monster among men, Braun Strowman.